All right, guys, look, game breaker comes down and you guys realize that you're going to lose some players. Did you guys know that you were going to lose everybody except JT and Dylan?
It took a minute to sink in what was going on. I'm like, what does he mean head to head? And then I thought about what it really is.
187 head to head by position. Winner keeps the points, loser loses the player.
I'm like, no, it can't be that. It's not every player who scored less than the guy across from them. That's insane. But now I know that that's what this is. This is insane. Well, like he was saying, we're running back guys. We talked about this before the draft. You know, we see the fantasy football season as it's like the Oregon Trail, and running backs, all you get for the journey is what you stack in the wagon at the draft. You can survive on the wide receivers growing wild along the trail, but you're not going to find many running backs on the waiver wire that you can just scoop up. Anybody who's getting more than 8 carries on a regular basis is on a team.
Well, I mean, and you guys kind of lucked out in that. I mean, you guys, like I said, you kept JT and you kept Dylan. And so in a league, like you said, where running backs are at a premium, you guys did okay there in that sense.
Yeah. Pitts was a tough one because Chris wasn't totally on board with the pick, and I kind of stood on the table for the guy, and then he absolutely crapped his pants week 1. And, you know, I'm getting texts like, is this guy even good at football? I'm like, he was the only other rookie to have 1,000 yards besides Mike Ditka. He's good at football, I promise. And then, you know, obviously we lose him, and we're going to win this competition because of that guy right there. That guy saved our ass that night. I woke up and I thought it was going to be, you know, I get up at 3:30 for work. I'm like, we'll have conversations via text. We'll put in some bids. I woke up and it was like the trenches were already cleared out. The smoke was still there, but there were just bodies everywhere. And I'm like, what's going on? I turn to address my men and I see Alvin Kamara standing there. I'm like, oh my God, this guy nailed it. He must have stayed up all night.
Chris, you did most of the work in the recovery effort.
All.
So Eric left that night, and I knew that he worked at 3:30, and I thought that's about when the waiver wire was, Chris. But I get on Sleeper in the information, and I'm like, okay, it's at 12:05 Pacific. That puts 2:05 my time. These guys are into it. I'm like, so I'm setting my alarm for 1:55. I'm like, there's no way we're doing a night jump in Fallujah here. Like, this is the deal. If I'm the only one that gets up, I'll just build our team. But it's not going to be like that. And it wasn't like that. It was can get it, refresh, get where you could. Because I thought Nat was probably the only one not up.
You got Kamara instead of Bryce Hall. You got, Josh Allen instead of Goff. You guys picked up Connor again in a premium running back league. I mean, did you guys upgrade or downgrade?
Upgrade.
I woke up and I texted Chris. I said, team looks awesome. And then I started, looking through it. And what I really appreciated was he made an honest, respectable effort to get Kyle Pitts back after a 4.17 point performance. He said, no, my buddy Eric believes in this guy. I think he bid 50 and we were outbid by like $5 or $6. That made my day, honestly.
It was crazy. 31% of the league thrown back into the waiver pool, redistributed all the work that everybody did on the draft, played for 1 week and was torn to hell. Welcome to the trenches.